Cepho play action, sets to throw, looking downfield, rifles downfield, P-Rich, leaping grab inside the 20, at the 15, stiff arm to the defender, at the 5, end zone, touchdown, Colorado.
Hi again, and welcome to the Buffalo Stampede Football Edition. I'm Mark Johnson of 850 KOA Radio, your play-by-play voice of the Buffaloes. Colorado coming off a 59-7 loss last week at Washington. We're joined now by junior receiver DD Goodson for the Buffs out of Rosenberg, Texas. Tough loss last week for you guys. What's a takeaway from a ball game like that for the Colorado Buffaloes?
It lets us see how much we have to prepare better and how much we need to focus when we're in hotels and on and off the field. And then pregame warm-up when we need to be dialed in for what's to come.
Can you tell as a player sometimes when a team is dialed in while you guys are warming up, if there's a sharpness about warm-ups, does that indicate it's going to be a better game or not?
Usually it does. We come out, we're supposed to be crisp, and we're supposed to be good, detailed on our routes and stuff like that, and that just wasn't there this game.
Buffaloes were up 10-7 in this one as Paul Richardson had a big touchdown for you guys. And so early on there were some good feelings about this one. But we've seen with the young football team, sometimes there's inconsistency with the squad a little bit, isn't there?
Yeah, it was definitely inconsistent. I mean, we started off pretty fast, and then we came to a halt. And then I think that was a big change point in the game. We lost a lot of momentum, and then Washington went up.
What are the difficulties of a team going on the road?
It's a lot going into the road, and the biggest thing is focus. Like Mac preaches that to us all the time. We have to focus, and I think that was the big loss going into Seattle.
Didi, how about getting used to a new coaching staff? You came here under the John Embry staff, of course, and now Mike McIntyre and his staff are here running this program. How's that transition been for you?
You just gotta stick to it. It's a lot of teammates that give you a lot of help through it, and it's you just gotta build a bond with every new coach that comes in. And Mac, he came in with a plan, and a lot of people trust him, and so we go with it.
How about playing wide receiver for the Buffaloes? You were a running back. Now this year becoming a wide receiver. That's not new to you. You played a lot of receiver in high school.
Yeah.
But at the college level, how's that transition going?
It's going pretty nice. I actually like wide receiver. I feel good at the position. It gives me a better chance in space to work on my routes, work on my breaks, and work on my hands.
Does it matter now with the changing quarterback, of course, going from Connor Wood to Cepho Lufau? Is that an adjustment for a receiver when you have a guy that maybe throws the ball a little bit differently?
Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment, but that's why we work RVAs at practice, routes versus air. We work on timing, we work on getting our route depth, discipline in our routes, and we do all that.
Being an upperclassman as you are now a junior, of course, out of Rosenberg, Texas, you got to take over some leadership roles, of course, being an older guy. When you've got a young quarterback out there, how has he done in terms of, you think of that position being a leadership position? Has he kind of taken that mantle and become a leader?
Yeah, no doubt. Seth's doing a great job at the leadership position. And what we try to do as wideouts, we try to make him as comfortable as he can be in the quarterback position. So we try to make everything as simple as can be for him.
What's a huddle like with Cepho Lufau? Is he kind of take control of the whole thing?
It's his huddle. It's definitely his huddle. He takes control of it. He yells out personnel, play call, and all that. It's his huddle.
You're a guy that is so versatile. You got such great speed. They can use you in the backfield. They can use you on end arounds. They can use you as a receiver. That's kind of, I guess, a big part of your game, isn't it? The versatility of what you bring to this football team.
I try to embrace that up on my team, my versatility. I try to help out as most as I can with that. And hopefully I can help our team succeed to our dreams.
Tell us about Rosenberg, Texas. That's outside of Houston.
Yeah.
Football is king in Texas. There is no doubt about that.
Big competition in Texas. Rosenberg is located just at outskirts of Houston, about 25, 30 minutes. And football is big there. It's big in the whole state of Texas. And I think we take pride in playing football down there.
What classification is Rosenberg?
5A.
That's 5A.
4A, 5A.
4 and 5. Okay,
yeah.
So that's big boy football down there.
Yeah.
Draw some pretty big crowds?
Yeah, we do. Full stadium every game.
So coming to college was not that big a deal.
Nah.
Yeah. Why'd you come to Colorado?
I came on my official, and I really liked it out here. I seen a lot of coaches wanted me out here, and I felt the love, and that's definitely what I needed.
Okay, tell us about the rest of the season. Now the Cal Bears coming in this weekend. That is a 3:30 kickoff at Folsom Field. It's a big ball game for you guys. They're in a similar situation. They're looking for a game to win to make themselves feel a little bit better.
Yeah, it's definitely what we're looking for too. But we also we got 3 games left, and that determines our dreams of going to a bowl game. So we're going to play every game like it's elimination round, and that's how we're going into this game.
And knowing that it's early in the week, as we sit here today, I'm sure you've watched a little bit of tape on them. What does that Cal defense look like?
They go after the ball. You know, they're pretty young. They're moving a lot of players around, but they go after the ball and they play hard and fast every play.
All right, go get yourself a win this weekend, will you?
Thank you.
All right, that's the junior receiver DD Goodson for the Colorado Buffaloes. It's going to be a long day of athletics here at the University of Colorado. In fact, our broadcast hits the air at 9:05 on Saturday morning for the Coors Event Center. The Buffs basketball team at 10 o'clock, and then at 1 o'clock the pregame show, Buffalo Stampede for football, and the 3:30 kickoff between the Buffs and the Cal Bears in our flagship 850 KOA and the Colorado Football Network. For DD Goodson, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us here on the Buffalo Stampede. Remember, for all things Buffaloes, check out Buffs TV at CUBuffs.com. Right now with more, here's B.G. Brooks.
Hi, this is B.G. Brooks with CUBuffs.com. Last week at this time, we were talking, and I believed rightfully so, about the Buffs taking a step in the right direction despite their 22-point loss at number 17 UCLA. Then came last weekend's trip to Seattle and what we can only characterize as the Buffalo three-step. That's one step forward against UCLA and two steps back against Washington. If Coach Mike McIntyre was close to being at a loss for words afterwards, he wasn't alone. In 5 seasons on this job, I've had a number of folks ask, and I think they were asking honestly, how do you spin a 59-7 loss when you're working for the school website? Here's my honest answer. A 52-point loss spins itself, much like an out-of-control forest fire can create its own weather. McIntyre said the night in the Pacific Northwest turned kind of ugly, but I would edit the kind of. I could submit several examples of buff ugly, and unfortunately most would be found over the past 5 seasons. Saturday night's nasty slip in Seattle belongs right there near the top. Enough already. Let's turn the page and look to Cal. The Bears are 1-9 overall, 0-7 in the conference, and the only Pac-12 teams the Buffs can look down on in most statistical categories. Let's not dance around this. If CU doesn't present McIntyre with his first Pac-12 win on Saturday, he might have to wait until, who knows. After Saturday, the Buffs have games remaining against USC, which has not so miraculously found life after Lane, and at Utah, which was good enough at home on one night at least to beat Stanford. McIntyre preaches hope, and if the Buffs get it done on Saturday, there's hope for the final 2. I guess there's hope regardless, but a little late November momentum would be nice too. This is B.G. Brooks. You can read my football and basketball coverage at CUBuffs.com.